forgiveness. I wanna give you my heart. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside me. Finally, I'm happy to be, 'cause I got that. Baby, I'll figure it out. Happy to be, baby, I've been crying.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Irvin. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Washington first down.
They go play action. Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
60 Vikings. Ready? 19. Ready?
Off the play fake. Daniels. Touchdown! Josh Downs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. looking to put a drive together.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
A first carry for Rashad White. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw McCarthy. Completes this to Addison out left. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run straight ahead here with White. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. When he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 10.
79 Broncos. Here we go. Set. 60. Warriors 70. Go.
Daniels looking to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 76 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
And now they'll shift things around. Daniels going to try and throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
First down, here's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go now.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage that time for Washington. And even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 36.
Cut 79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
To throw is Daniels. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Okay, ready?
Now Daniels. And Wilson with it, complete. And they're going to be set down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with it. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the first down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels. A 15-yard touchdown run. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Slide for the PAT. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score. Commanders 20. Vikings 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. That's to the right side, hauled in by Royals. Touchdown, Vikings! Jalen Royals, 41 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Commanders 20, Vikings 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had a short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
He was tackled at the 27.
On an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
It's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
To the air goes Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line.
A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards.
A gain of 43 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin.
Washington.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Bucky Irving with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
14. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hold the ready. Let's go.
Here's McCarthy.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Viking 18.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Sean Lattimore there defensively.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Let's go now. 73, Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Dragon 60.
Now McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. On play action, McCarthy looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Back to throw again. Now he's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To the air again, McCarthy.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
Addison hauls it in.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
third and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now, 28-21. Touchdown now. It's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Cut, ready, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Here's Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And finally, he's taken down at the 18.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 55 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Commanders 36. Vikings.
So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 30-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy.
This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jalen Royals,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point attempt here still to come.
Extra point.
And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Next, this makes the score. Commanders 36. Vikings 28. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. He's going to look deep down the field. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Lane, 62 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Washington will line up for the 2-point
They'll look to throw. That's caught. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Looking to put a drive together.
18, Pioneer. Here we go, Shaq. 18, Cardinal.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And this one's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A run up the middle with Irvin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Daniels looking to throw. This taken in by Downs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Washington
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Ready? 19 Tigers. Ready?
Daniel's going to try to sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far. And that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Daniel's going to try and throw for it. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throw left side complete. That's McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the 1st as he's dropped at the 46.
It's 4th down.
Going for it, here's McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, McCarthy. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. From 21 yards away. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
They're all about the numbers, aren't
All
you?
about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Once again, it's Irving. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now Daniels.
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Bronco 80. Ready.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
To the air goes Daniels.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
That's good.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
To throw is Daniels.
Touchdown! Josh Downs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
37. Vikings 36. Mitch Wishnowsky set
Here
to
is
kick off.
Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
47-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Let's go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Whistles in a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Here comes third and the length of the football.
Ready? 19-18.
They'll try and run here with Urban. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 30 inches.
First down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Pick up of 2 yards. First down.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington,
their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all the hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm with it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me wet, you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning this in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me wet, you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning this in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Something takes a part of me. Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain, in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. A cheat for me to lay. Something takes a part of me. Feeling like a freak on the leash. Feeling like I have no release. How many times have I felt disease? Nothing in my life is free, is free. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me far from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. A cheat for me to lay. Something takes a part of me.
Gun. Start. 180. Start. Here we go. 180. Start. Here we go. Hey, can. Start.
What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. The Big Your Me Click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turn to the city, I broke up a knot. Got some more millions, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the family fly. Riding in special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The lady just baby to go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. Give me copy like Pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turn to the city, I broke on the knot. Got some more millions, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them toxic cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
I took the Billy cool back, then I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road, wow. I stepped up, ties, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the old ones on the shelf. In the 5. I'm sick and tired of these. Act like they find it, telling me lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all they driven my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coat, Cartier as the watch. Cartier look, Cartier, Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200 a day.